Hello everyone and welcome to the inaugural Yogscast Capture the Wool. That's right, it's a brand new Race for the Wool designed and built by the Bleb community. I'm joined by my co-commentator Barry.
Hey, how's it going?
This is a really exciting thing. We got two teams. We got Boba on the blue team already making her way across to the first dungeon.
Oh my god, I can't believe we're already off. It's instantaneous action, Lewis. There is no hanging around. We got Xylus, we got Ben as well.
We got Pedguin fighting a skeleton.
We've also got the red team, Lewis. We're also joined by Bree, Duncan, OC, and Ravs.
So this is a traditional race for the wool. You need to get 3 wools to win. Only there's a little twist.
There is a little twist. So Capture the Wool plays a little bit differently to Race for the Wool. Instead of playing in 2 lanes, the map is divided into 9 major islands, with teams respawning on each of these corner islands. And then around the map, Lewis, you can see these wonderful big dungeons that our teams are going to be going into today. It looks like...
We've got our first death. Boba has been knocked off the world by a spider on her way to attack the first castle, which is, I think, the jungle ruins they're attacking.
The first, just a little one.
So there's 6 dungeons. Each of them has a wool.
Each of them has a wool at the top and a boss to defeat.
Yes. Well, blue team are already making their way up the jungle tower, which is the first one. So you can access the ones near to your spawn immediately. You begin with a little key that lets you open those dungeons. But in order to get into the harder dungeons, you need to get the keys from the previous dungeons.
Correct.
So at the top of this, not only will there be a wool at the top of the library tower and the jungle tower, there will also be
a sneaky little key.
A key to the next one.
Okay, this dungeon is already tricky.
Yeah, once we start getting some loot, it will actually become quite easy. It's the getting loot part, you know, getting past these initial wave of mobs.
Yeah, just getting some iron gear. Sure.
Are there any complete noobs here today?
We have Ben. Ben is our one.
Ben has never played.
Ben is our fresh squashy, so I guess he's our one to watch, right? We should be finding out, how does Ben do?
Right, I did it. I got the stone swords and the leather doodads.
The leather doodads?
Those are OP, the leather doodads.
So, as always, we're seeing a lot of deaths, especially on the blue team.
A lot of deaths.
Is there any difficulty differences between the jungle tower and the old library, or are they both...
They're about on par. Their bosses differ slightly, but also they each have these different kind of puzzle rooms that they get to. Don't know if you can see, there's a second emerald key a bit further up that has these, there's a little bit of a debate puzzle. So there's some iron golems for one team to fight in the jungle tower, and in the Lawbury tower, there's some shulkers that the teams will have to fight. So I think that that usually ends up deciding which team is either better or which team they think the dungeon is harder. Because if you're better at fighting shulkers, you really like that one. And if you prefer just safe spotting iron golems, then you're pretty happy with the jungle tower.
Alright, Ped looks like he's already pretty close to us.
I just fucking yeeted Brew.
Duncan just watched the spider skip me.
Well, we already got some PvP.
Instantly.
Duncan taking out some blocks of Boba and knocking her into the void.
I think we've got Duncan and Ped of like do-si-doed, and Ped is all the way over already. So it's worth noting, for this map, all of it is open. Apart from the enemy spawn, you can go absolutely everywhere. So teams are going to be running around the map and PvPing, as Pedguin's already doing.
Yeah, it's a good idea to disrupt their team. I mean, Boba's trying to get to so the wool needs to be deposited on the central island.
Correct, yeah.
You can't actually build on the central island, I don't think.
No, it's knocked out.
So but you can fight.
Yep, you can do PvP, but that central island, there's a long elevator in the middle, Lewis.
That's right, Boba's just about to go up it, look.
Yeah, look, she's flying up the magic elevator.
And so there are hidden chests. I noticed there's a hidden chest up here on the central elevator with some loot in it. But Boba's just gone halfway up because... Oh no, she got a chest. There you go. She
collecting little bits of loot.
She grabbed some bits of loot for her team. So I guess this is a choice.
Yeah, she's just going around collecting. It's always good to just make sure you've got enough gear to do all the jobs you need to do, right? And you know, Boba's played this map quite a lot. She might know where a sneaky little bit of loot is that she wants.
The interesting thing also is that Boba's playing the Ranger, which is the classes. So
and
she just killed herself in order to get back to the spawn, I guess.
It was tactical. I think it was a tactical
suicide.
Respawn. Yep. We're going to see a lot of that. I don't think that's going to be the first void death we see.
Yeah.
It is worth talking about the classes we've got a little bit. So the classes aren't too complicated. They usually work by a class as a positive attribute and a negative attribute. It's how we like to think about them. And we've got, Boba's the Ranger. Ranger's a pretty cool class. So they've got infinite arrows, which is wow, pretty strong.
Very powerful. Yeah.
And they have a really good jump boost, so they can actually jump 2 blocks high. Which I'm not gonna lie, I kind of turned my nose up. I always think that jumping 2 blocks high in Minecraft wouldn't be that good.
Double jump.
But
in a PvP scenario,
it's so good.
It's very powerful.
Be able to jump onto like half slabs, be able to jump onto fence posts. You can just get on everything. It's really, really useful for getting around these dungeons. But sadly, her negative attribute is she has weakness and attack slow, so she can't really use melee weapons.
Yeah.
So Boba and Bree, I think, who's also a ranger, are gonna kind of be forced to make use of some bows around the map. So I think that might have been what she was looking for.
Well, as always, in Race for the Wool, there's a choice between building infrastructure or killing your opponent, or working towards fighting through or making progress towards the wall. And in this case, there's a lot of fighting through dungeons to be done, but quite a bit of it is, dark holes, and being a ranger is not necessarily the best way to do it.
No, you're up and close in mobs. It really doesn't, work too great sometimes being a ranger.
Yeah.
So it might be best that she leaves some of the dungeoneering, and Bree leaves some of the dungeoneering to their team, and they go off and do some PvP. It's usually how we like to see it.
There's loads of iron in this chest. I'm taking it. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, make sure you're always dumping it back at the chests when you get them.
Looks like Ped's coming along again.
Oh, bloody hell. No.
Anybody want to come and fight Ped? Anybody?
Yeah. Let's get Ped. Let's get Ped. I didn't realise he was right on us.
We've already got Ped in their dungeon. Are you seeing this? He's all in there.
Yeah, I think the red team are much further along, actually, in terms of progress. If you look.
Yeah, Pedguin's doing a lot of offense. He's stuck in cobwebs, though.
Oh.
Look at that. I like this, though. They're working as a team. Red team are all on him.
Oh, my gosh,
God,
however.
he's getting them, though. Oh, see?
It's starting to get... Ped's taking him down.
I mean...
He's already got 1 kill, and now he's getting pushed out. So there we are.
Each of these,
he's out.
He's buying precious seconds for his team. He's just caught up 3 players having to fight him, and the blue team are all making progress while this is happening.
Well, the other thing about this game mode, which we can just quickly mention before we go back to the classes, is that there are coins.
Yeah, something really important.
And when you're fighting in these dungeons, if you fight in the iron dungeon, you get iron coins. If you fight in the gold dungeon, you get gold coins. And each coin lets you buy things back at your spawn.
Yeah. Really useful stuff. Really
everything.
Useful stuff.
You can get food, gear, you can get ladders and all sorts of stuff.
Super powerful arrows in the end. Lots of really, really crazy stuff when you get to the diamond dungeons.
And the bosses also drop a special coin called obsidian coins.
Oh my god, I'm excited to see what we get purchased with the obsidian coins today.
So it is worth bringing your team together, or considering bringing your team together when you kill the boss, because those obsidian coins can really swing a game.
Yeah.
Right?
So if you lose your obsidian coins, it's a pretty disastrous moment. They buy very powerful items or very powerful upgrades.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth saying, however, that the obsidian coins are keep inventories on.
Yep.
So you're not going to drop them when you die.
Nope.
But yes, the opponent, if you leave them in a chest or something like that for your team to pick up, then that might be a problem because like you said, Pedguin might sneak in. Just snarf those.
Pedguin is making no friends today, Lewis. He is back at the red team's base again.
He is running interference hardcore.
He just hates them.
So what class is Pedguin playing?
Pedguin's playing the minor class, which doesn't sound like an aggressive class, but the minor class's 2 attributes are he has haste 2, so that's Minecraft beacon buff haste 2, so he mines blocks really quickly, which is really good for breaking cobwebs and getting himself out of sticky situations. He also has resistance. So all damage incoming is kind of reduced on him. So he's actually a bit of a tank as well.
Oh, right. So he's actually quite good at doing the melee fighting.
Yeah.
So as you can see, he's trapped himself in a cobweb pit. He's fighting Ravs. Ravs is also the minor class. So they're fighting. And here's Duncan. Duncan's playing the loot boy. And so the loot boy actually is a healing class.
He's healing,
that will heal people.
Pedguin's killed them all.
Well, here's the thing. You should understand. The loot boy heals people within 5 blocks. So all he was doing there when he was fighting Duncan was getting healed by Duncan.
He's getting healed by Duncan.
And of course, because he's more resistant, the loot boy doesn't want to be left on his own against the one who won.
He needs friends. Do you want to just go create to spectator mode? Because I think you're distracting them.
Am I in their face? I didn't even realise. I didn't realise. I was just totally in their face.
It's cool. You get to no clippers in creative mode as well.
Sorry.
We can no clip
I thought I was.
I think Pedguin was a bit like,
what the fuck?
What the fuck's Lewis doing? So yeah, quickly to cover, the minor class does have a negative though, and that is that the final 2 hotbar slots and the final 2 columns in Pedguin's inventory are filled with blocks he can't get rid of. So he's lost a lot of valuable hotbar space and inventory space for carrying loot. But he is absolutely shredding. Matt Pedguin is doing a real work on the red team right now, Lewis. He's the only one left in the red team dungeon. He's killed them all.
He's actually wiped the whole team.
Which I don't quite understand how that's happened. I mean, red team need to play together. I think also they hadn't gone back home and spent the loot that they'd gathered. They hadn't, made iron armor. It looks like Ravs is coming in full iron armor now with an axe and stuff. So I think Pedguin fell to his death.
Well, I think I think it's a possible suicide because he realised that he'd done enough disruption, right?
True. More progress
there was nothing else for him
just,
to do.
It might have just helped them, yeah. Progression through the dungeon-wise, it looks like actually the blue team are pretty far ahead.
Whoa, my God, it's a golem totem pole.
That's like the mini boss.
Oh my God, it just got me down to like 1 health immediately.
Oh my God, Lewis, the iron golems are out. Come and have a look at the
iron. No, what? So Ben must have accidentally picked up the emerald key and released the iron golem stacks.
Look at the iron golem totems.
Oh, Ben, you fool.
Oh my God, the iron golem.
There we go, Ben's dead.
He got golemed.
Well, of course, the thing is you can walk away from them and they're very slow, but Ben obviously didn't realise, was panicking, very confused.
One of them suffocating in the ceiling.
Boba dived out to escape out of that room.
Yeah, she looks like she's... Oh God, she's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's the lower corridor which leads to the key, which is filled with mobs, and there's iron golems above her. Boba!
So, oh my God. So despite the fact that Pedguin has given them a huge amount of space and slowed down the red team, the red team is still actually getting ahead because the blue team don't have Pedguin guiding this team.
They don't have him guiding their dungeoneering. Whereas look at this red team, Lewis. Bree is using this crazy block strategy to stop getting hit by the shulkers. Like, they're figuring out this shulker room way better than the other team are figuring out.
Although Bree is just about to die. He's down at 6 health.
I mean, shulkers do a lot of damage in the end. So it's worth noting, these shulkers are disguised as bookshelves. Yeah, you can just about make them out. It's pretty tricky actually.
Bree is using
harder
this
in the
corner
moment to find them.
He's healing up.
He's doing well. This room is hard. This room is really hard.
So there's invisible shulkers. Some of these bookshelves are disguised.
Yeah, it's very sneaky. It's very sneaky.
This is going fantastic, Barry, already. I think we've introduced the classes so people are familiar. There are some other classes that we're not going to see today.
Yeah, there's lots of other classes. We've also got Loot Boy. We kind of discussed a little bit about that. You touched on it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's this jester hat that you're seeing people wearing.
So Duncan and Ben are playing the Loot Boys.
Mm-hmm. And Loot Boy is kind of a troll class because its positive is also its negative. Everyone around the Loot Boy in a 5-block radius gets healed constantly while they're near the Loot Boy. He's a friendly class. He wants to be friends. The trouble is he also wants to be friends with the enemy. So he can end up healing the enemy more than he's healing your team.
Yeah.
So it's you got to be careful how and where you're using your Loot Boy.
We saw it used negatively when he was losing a fight to Pedguin one-on-one, and we've seen it used positively because I think he has been helped by his team. He's hanging out with his team. He's keeping his team alive. He's making them eat less.
Yeah, it's really useful. Really, really useful. Constantly having regeneration going is really strong in Minecraft.
There we go. Done.
So we've got all 4 red team working on their way up the tower.
I think red team are actually somehow ahead. After that disastrous, entire team wipe to Pedguin, they've killed the shulker room. And they're doing the key.
But same thing for blue team.
Oh my! Can you see? They've built a staircase for the iron golems to get up.
Oh, I see.
They need to remove this staircase. Oh God, the iron golems are down. They're in the water.
Oh, I see. That's where they've gone. But they've actually thinned their numbers a lot. There's only 2 left now.
They can do this carefully. Ben needs to not drown though.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we didn't even notice that. Ravs had stolen a key, or Duncan had stolen a key.
Oh, really? From the old library?
Yeah, it just respawned. So maybe they were trying to steal it out, but apparently one of them killed each other.
So when it comes to keys and wool, they can be stolen by the other team.
They can. So you can go into the opposing team's dungeon and rob them.
Yeah, so you get lit up if you're carrying a wool. You don't get lit up if you're carrying a key.
But everyone does get told. People do get told.
Yeah, if you die with the key or a wool, it gets respawned where it was originally.
Yep.
So obviously, for mostly, if you look at the map, if you've grabbed like the gold key from the jungle ruins, you can run it either to the pirate island, which is obviously closer to the other team's spawn,
but equally you might have already had your mushroom island open and you might want more loot. There's arguments to do both. Quite a clever play we see from some teams sometimes is you don't actually use your key. You go to the other team's dungeon, you steal their key, and you open your dungeon with it. Because then that puts the onus on them to have to come over to your dungeon,
grab
and take your key,
climb all the way to your dungeon, which you finished, so you can then trap and block up and fill with monsters.
Make as annoying as possible, yeah. So there's some interesting plays to be had. Looks like Pedguin is actually doing that right now. He's running through this Lawbury and he's running straight for the key.
He is. Look at him. Yeah, he's going for their gold key.
Trouble is, he's in a dead end now. He's got to work his way back out. There's monsters everywhere and 4 red team members who seem pretty
That's
angry.
The library key. But he's hacking through the wall.
Oh.
And he's got to see if he can find a way up. I don't think there is a way out here.
No.
He's going to find he's in trouble because there's a dead end.
Here comes Ravs. Pedguin's low. I mean, this is sad. This is a sad end for Pedguin. If he gets out of this, I'll be mind blown. They're swimming.
Ravs. What did he put down there? Is there some water?
Wait, Duncan needs to be careful. He's just healing Pedguin. No, he's dead.
Oh, he's down.
Good.
Okay.
There we go. There. Key respawns. Someone can grab it.
OC's going to drown.
OC?
Oh, gosh. 1 health.
Oh, my God.
Is there water here? It's some strange water.
They were poisoned from the spiders. They were cave spiders that were poisoning them. So
right, that's why she was on 1 health. Okay.
Poison isn't lethal, but you can obviously die to other stuff when you get down to 1 HP. Oh my God, Boba is having such a terrible time with this Iron Golem stack, Lewis. Oh my God, they've screwed up safe spotting this stack completely. Xylus Xylus is doing well. He's kiting.
Oh, Xylus is in the game. We haven't seen anything from Xylus so far.
Xylus is playing the Knight, which is a bit of an interesting class. You get 5 extra maximum HP. Or 5 extra hearts, 10 extra maximum HP. It's a bit weird in Minecraft how it works. But he also is slowed, so he moves a little bit slower. It's a bit worse for PvP and a bit worse for just respawning and getting around the map so quickly. But it looks like he's actually done a pretty good job at bunny hopping.
He's a battle boy.
Yeah, he's doing good.
There we go.
That extra HP is very strong when you start giving your Knight really...
Oh. God, those Iron Golems hit so hard.
I love it.
Wow, you really have to be so careful. Wow.
Oh, quickly, they're doing a boss list. Oh my God, I didn't realize we're the worst commentators ever.
All right, you fighting him?
Yeah, you got to drop books into the fire to trigger his next phase. So when you kill these books, they'll drop a book, drop them in the fire.
Press 1 and TP to...
Okay, 3 in the fire.
He's down. He's ready.
All right.
Get him. This is crazy cool, this boss. Die, Brian. Stupid Brian.
Yay.
Good job. Oh my God, they did it so quickly we didn't even get to see it. I guess this is the power. If you put 4 team members in to do a boss, you're going to destroy it. It was good work by them. I like this. Play as an actual team, not just run around.
So yeah, that's the first boss down. Wow, Barry, that's first blood to the red team.
I'm really impressed by the red team doing that. Grouping up as 4 and actually taking down a boss super quickly. It means that there's no chance that the blue team had a moment to snipe it or sneak someone in and steal the coin.
Ravs has the wool on his head.
So yeah, we've got the wool on the Ravs. I don't know who picked up the obsidian coins, but I imagine we're going to see them spend it. Now, I think the interesting bit we're going to see here now as well is, are the blue team going to react? They're currently finishing off their Iron Golem room, but they need to start moving players to the central island to defend it, or are they just going to accept that they've lost this wool and they're not going to be able to defend it? Because it looks like all of them are kind of caught up trying to do their own little jobs in this jungle base.
Yeah, I guess that's the choice you've got to pick, isn't it?
It looks like Xylus has just finished the Iron Golem room, so they're going to be on to doing their boss soon. But is this kind of... I don't love this timing, Lewis. This kind of... They're going to have players occupied doing the boss when I kind of want them defending the island from this wool.
You've got to think, Barry, how easily can the red team run through this dungeon, which they've spent a long time securing?
Well, they're nearly out. That's how quickly. They're nearly through the main door.
There you go. Look, we got Pedguin. He's already going to start destroying some or putting some blocks down. Why is he helping them? He needs to be destroying this bridge.
Yeah, red team is moving in as a unit. So I think the plan here is keep Ravs at the back, keep him safe, and everyone else just start wave assaulting in. Ravs' life is really important because if he dies with that wool, they have to go all the way back up the tower and get another piece. So they want to keep him alive and send him onto the island last.
All right, one's climbed up the tower.
Well, no, they're sending one up, so I need someone to go up and deal with them.
Yeah. Boba's chucking arrows, but wasn't able to do any disruption there really
just
at all.
Running in. Like, they just want it. They want it
the
hard.
Loot Boy tanking through and OC just... So OC's playing the Rogue. Rogue class, I think, has a very fast attack speed. And we'll see it in action. There you go, bam.
It's only one more blue member defending, and it's Pedguin right at the top of the tower. He's in a sneaky little spot. Look at him. He's hiding at the edge of this tower. What a little try.
I don't know if he's going to try maybe and knock Ravs out
he's
of the elevator.
actually doing the fishing rod strat, Lewis.
Oh, what's the fishing rod strat?
So it's a strat I did to Pedguin on my stream, where you use a fishing rod to fishing rod them out of the elevator. He's going to try and do it on the wool carrier.
It's too late. It's too late. They've already gone past him.
No. Ravs is below. Ravs is below with the wool still. Look, the wool carrier goes up the elevator slower. He's going for the fishing rod strat.
Oh my gosh, he got one.
One out.
He got Bree.
Ravs, you cannot get fishing rod. Oh, Ravs, please pay attention.
Oh, he's got fishing rod.
Fishy. No, he survived.
He's coming back up.
Okay, Ravs, you need to... But the trouble is now Ravs is sandwiched. There's blue players above him and below him that are moving in. His team needs to support him.
Well, there's a red player at the top interfering with this though. There is
Duncan's trying to
there
get
is
Pedguin,
Duncan,
but he's also got Xylus behind. No, Ben's behind him shooting down.
I think Duncan doesn't realise that Xylus is there.
Ravs needs to not go up right now. This is I would not be going up. I would be going back to my teammates who just respawned and getting, you know, Ravs. Oh my God, Lucy nearly fell again. Oh my God, this is still... He's doing it. Okay, good. He's leaving. He fell.
He fell. He's still in. He's still in there.
We gotta chase him.
He's leaving.
Wow, what
a defense.
What a defense of that tower. I didn't expect it, but all they're doing here
is buying time. They're not making any progress on their tower.
Yeah.
So what I'd love to see from the red team is, maybe just a change of tack. Send a player in to get your golden key and just say, we know you're not making any progress. We're going to start opening another dungeon.
Oh, right. Just hold on to that wall.
Just hold on to the wall because, the blue team kind of have to just stay committed to this defense.
Oh, well, it's tricky, though, because how long do they defend for? Unless they can... I think they have to either completely defeat the wall carrier, okay, and then they've got a burst of time.
A burst of time to make some progress and stuff, yeah.
But Boba just got knocked out of the
here
world
we go.
by Raz with a knockback.
Red team regrouping. Oh, that fishing rod
that Rav's there showing the power of knockback, right? So there's a lot of holes, a lot of void to fall into. And if you have a knockback axe like Rav's does, you can really just get, you don't have to chip down all their health.
No.
You can just knock them off.
Especially when you've got people who are playing bards and, they have night classes and they're tanky. It's sometimes just easier to just try and get them in the void.
Back with the fishing rod, but what they've done is they've sent up Bree. Bree's got fishing rodded, but he's fallen into the elevator.
They're
wise to it. They're wise to this strat now. And it's not going to work again.
I'd like to see them just keep Ravs at the bottom. They're giving me anxiety. Every time Ravs comes up this elevator, I get anxiety. What are they doing?
Ravs off. I got him.
Good work. Ben having dueled.
But he catches himself every time.
Look at this hold.
Oh, and Ben, look at this.
Fishy. Oh, no.
Oh, Duncan's gone flying. Wow. The fishing rod interference is real.
Really strong.
He's just catching all of them.
Oh my God, they need
Bree's
to
down.
Stop putting the wall carrier in. Ravs, what are you doing?
Oh,
yeah, we got him. We got him. Okay, full speed ahead on our own wall then.
Oh
right, so
God.
now they've got because now they know that the red team have to go back and get the whole wall again. Now the blue team have an opportunity
given themselves some reset.
to dive into their tower.
They've got some reset time, correct. I'm worried. Actually, it looks like the blue team. You know what, they're right there. They're just at the Iron Golem room, and they're about to go into their boss room.
All right, Boba, let's do this.
Yeah.
We've got Beta Crouch, the keeper of the bees, Lewis. He's riding on a bee. He summons bees. He's all about bees.
Beta Crouch.
And if you can also see there's some stone statues that have come alive. They look a bit buggy in our spectator mode, but they look very terrifying. Oh my God, is Xylus going to die to Beta Crouch? Xylus?
He hits so hard.
Boba?
Yeah, Boba's on her own now.
Boba can't melee, remember, as well. This is really bad. This is not, I think, the boss fight they wanted to have.
Well,
look at the bees, Lewis. They've got little swords. They're sad and angry.
Oh, this is a disaster for these guys. Boba needs to either escape.
She's got it. She needs to get that coin. She needs to get that coin before she dies. Okay,
she got it.
She's good. Boba, she died. Okay.
She's down.
But they got the coin, and the wall is now open, so they can get another player up there.
So the wall is here, ready to go. It's got a little poggy face on it.
Yeah,
Look at
it's got
it.
a little happy little FaceTime. Yeah.
I keep getting stuck on little things. Wait, did I just...
Bree dropped his bow!
Oh my God, did he?
Oh my God! That is huge!
Take it.
Okay, I got our key.
So Ben grabbed hold of the jungle key.
So honestly, that wasn't the play we wanted to see from the blue team. But we've got Ben with this jungle key now, and you know what? I like this. They feel like there might be a little bit of stalemating on this wall, so they're going to open a new dungeon. And I really like that play. I think that's really good.
Meanwhile, Ravs has picked up...
They're back with the wool. It's round 2, Lewis. Do you believe?
The red wool. So, of course, Blue need to get up to the top of their tower, because unfortunately, just that Xylus Boba action, they weren't quite... They weren't quite cutting the mustard on that.
They did get the obsidian coin, though, which they can now use to buy a power-up. So with 1 coin, Lewis, these are the options they can buy. They can buy some sticky socks. Don't ask about them. A wilted blood petal and some great shields. So sticky socks, they are immune. They make you immune to knockback. So if you buy them, you won't get knocked back at all by anything, which could actually be game-changing on bringing these wolves back. This could be the thing that red team need to finally get this wool in.
Yeah, these boss coins are so important.
So powerful.
They really do change the game.
This wilted blood petal gives you 2 bonus hearts forever for the entirety of the game. Super strong. And you can buy 2 great shields, which are 2 unbreaking great shields, which doesn't sound very strong, but actually in this game mode, your shield ends up breaking very quickly. So having a permanent shield and never getting caught out can be
I must
really
admit,
good.
I'm such an old school Minecrafter that I just don't use a shield.
I've got the
you have to nowadays. I know, I used to be of your same heart, but shields are strong. People have to use
I need
them.
to learn how to use a shield.
We're seeing that in action right here.
I feel like if I've got a choice
my
between a
God.
shield and 2 axes, I'm going to pick the 2 axes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Ravs, careful, Ravs!
Oh, Ravs is down
Ped
again.
is running so much interference in this game.
And Ped, look at him. He's on 2 health, running away, back into the tower.
He's really, really going for it.
Oh, but the red team are chasing him, although he has jumped off.
He's suicide. He might be going back to help his team because he realizes that Ben, I believe, has the key, Lewis, and is making his way out of this dungeon.
I can't believe that this comeback is so real. Ped has run. Ped is. I did warn you, Barry, that I thought Ped was going to be the MVP, and so far
he has.
With the interference, with the blocking of that wool capture.
I mean, but it feels like his team needs it.
He's making so much space for his team. Yeah,
because red team. I just feel like red team. Everyone on red team is playing so consistently well right now. Like they need these spurts of energy from Ped to try and keep the blue team in the game.
So Xylus obviously playing Knight, moving very slowly with his extra 5 hit points, running through the Iron Dungeon.
Slowly make his way out. He's nearly there. He's nearly out though. And so I guess we're going to see blue team. Roles are going to reverse now. Blue team are going to stage their attempt to bring a wall back. I think after that last wall push and defense by the blue team, the red team are just saying, you know what, we're going to do it back to you. Taste your own medicine. We're going to defend now.
But what they don't realise is that they've got an opportunity now to send someone back. And what they also don't realise is that the blue team are coming over the top of them.
Also, the blue team have the key. Blue team could dip whoever is carrying the key right now, which I think is Ben. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Ben has the key, and I kind of like to see Ben actually split off here and go open the gold dungeon, because that suddenly could drag red players away and secure this. Breeze falling. They're kind of getting plinked away. Red team needs to hold a bit stronger than this.
Although Ped's getting ambushed and killed by OC.
Now Ped is down. I think we should see a big push from the red team. Here we go.
Okay, I'm on my own. I'm on my own with Ravs and OC. I'm distracting. No! I fell.
And there's the gold key gone.
That's the gold key gone. Boba's up there. So remember, you as a player on the Monument Island, you aren't allowed to build. It's adventure mode on the Monument Island, so it makes actually defending quite difficult, because they can build all of these angles and stuff to attack from, whereas you aren't allowed to build when you're on this island. So you've got to use whatever defenses there are.
See, I got him. Now we push, and now we kill.
Sure. I'm gonna push from the top in that case.
Ooh, Xylus moving in. Yeah, it's always scary. As soon as you take that first step onto the Monument Island as the wall carrier, you're kind of, it's that moment where suddenly your pants are down.
Oh, and look, see the blue team suddenly rushing in.
Sudden big movement, but
everyone's coming from behind.
Everyone is really low on the blue team.
Yeah, Boba just fell out of the elevator straight away and just died. Xylus is on at 10 health.
Look at Breeze the Raging Glass. He's just bobbing in the elevator, just pinging arrows down.
There you go. Xylus needs to hug Ben.
That's it.
Get some heals.
Yep.
Now look at this. Look at the power of the loot boy. Ben needs to slow down. Oh god.
Bree, careful.
Bree got was that a hook from bottom?
I think it was a knockback.
Oh my god. OC accidentally caught Bree in the crossfire.
Oh my god, it's a disaster, Lewis. It's an absolute disaster.
Team killing.
A little bit of team killing.
Leaving space for the blues, and Xylus is uncontested, slowly going up this
this elevator. But Duncan and Ravs knocked him down.
God,
Ravs! No, Ravs knockbacked him straight out of that elevator.
Hero play.
Disaster. Okay, well.
Okay, we're back to a full reset. And honestly, I think this might be good. I reckon this is where we're going to see the teams pull back, look for the keys, and go to open the other dungeons.
Duncan finishing off Ped and finishing off Ben. But yeah, as you can tell, the teams are looking like they're fighting with very basic gear.
Yeah, they need to find an angle.
They're going to run out of food and arrows unless they go back into those dungeons.
Yep.
And it's going to make fighting really scrappy.
Yeah.
So
I think they also identify, you know, they've had a bit of sizing up of the other teams. You know what I mean? They've had an attack, they've had a defense each. They both say, you know what, you can hold pretty well. Maybe I might need something else.
This is quite good actually here. As you can see, what the blue team have done here is they've built like kind of a one-way path across this island, right? So Duncan can't get across here.
Oh, nice. They built it sort of like a drop.
Yeah, so if they wanted to build their own way across here, it's going to, or which they're doing right now, is they're going to have to either climb all the way up.
Yeah, nice. It's really slowed them down, actually.
It really has. It's given them like 30 seconds of space.
Which has given blue team time to actually re-gear. That's what they've used their time to do. They've all been buying more stuff and just trying to get, you know, together whatever last bits of loot they have onto everybody.
Okay, I've got the wool. Remember that Bree has their wool.
Do you know what's interesting though? We might actually see, before we've had it kind of go, one team bring a wool, you know, at one time, and now basically both teams are bringing the wool at the same time, which I don't know if that's going to affect how this works out. I think we might actually see a capture here. I'm worried for red team. I don't feel like this PvP performance just now has shone very well, but at least we kind of walked in and just destroyed them.
I think each team has like shown decent skills in PvP though.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we can't underestimate Ravs.
True.
I think he is a very strong player.
OC as the rogue, having like bonus attack speed on a sword. If one of your teammates can just hit them with an axe, disable their shield, and you get to slap, you literally can kill people in like a second. It's mind blowing. I would love to see. I would still love to see a key pick up, but here we go. Blue team trying to take over the main tower. Red team, they need to just move as a unit. This blob of 3 red players who don't have the wool, they just need to work together.
Well, what they're doing is they're going to go up. They're planning on clearing out this tower so that they can move their guys up. And so, you know,
I like this. I like this a lot. This is exactly how you have to attack. You know, move as a team, keep your wool carrier back and safe, and just send in the plebs first.
We got Penguin at the top. 24 health. So has he spent? Has he spent the obsidian coins?
He has.
Health upgrade.
It looks like they've invested in Penguin as their team player, and yeah, they bought him the extra health upgrade.
As you can see, we got some fishing rod battles here. Duncan's trying to fish Penguin out while Penguin's fishing Ravs out.
Oh, come on, Duncan! Duncan, you're reeling it in too quick.
Why are you reeling it in too quick, you maniac?
He got to put right click, Duncan.
That's not how you catch a fish, Duncan. You don't just constantly spin the flipping fishing rod out.
Duncan ever gone
You have to let him have a little bite, a little nibble.
Oh, Lewis, if Bree gets fishing rod out here, I'm gonna lose it. This can't happen.
Oh, it's going to happen again.
Not again.
Penguin pulls Duncan, and now he's going to...
Come on.
Oh, and then he knocks
Bree, please.
With the bow here.
Oh.
All right, brilliant.
I'm going up. I've got the wool. I'm coming behind you.
We got the blue wall carrier now coming up.
Oh, my God. Blue wall, and this should be secured.
And there's no... Oh, there is a fighter at the top.
There's Duncan versus Ped, but Duncan's not using an axe, and he's just swinging wildly. You can't do that. You have to use axes. Here we go.
Oh, no. Ped's knocked him down. Ped's looking down. He's seeing Silas coming up.
Look at this, the slow movement upwards. So it's worth noting that the wall carrier moves slower up the elevator. So that's why it takes so long.
And Silas moves slower as the knight.
And look at these shots from Bree, though. These arrow shots flying past him. Really close.
Desperate plays. But it looks like we're going to get the first point
of the game
to the blue team.
Oh, honestly, and a well thought over point.
Wow, it has been, hasn't it? Hasn't it been this epic battle?
I love it. Good capture.
Well, there you go. The blue team have successfully placed their first wall in the tower, but that doesn't mean that they're actually that far ahead, because both teams are actually now returning to their original towers to collect the keys to access the second dungeons, which contain the second wall.
the Mushroom Tower and the Pigling Tower. The Pigling Pirates, as we like to call them.
The Pirate Island, I guess,
Pirate
is this one
Island,
with the skull at the top of it.
Yeah.
And the other one is the Mushroom Tower.
And man, you know, the map's pretty balanced on both sides. I got to say, I have a favourite, and I really enjoy doing the Pigling Tower. I just like it. I like the Piglings. They're all pirates. It's cute. It makes me happy. And also, I just don't like being poisoned. And the Mushroom Tower, it's got witches. It's got Vindicators. It's got some
creepers, right, as well.
It's got some real nasty enemies in there. I mean, both these towers are certainly a jump up in difficulty, so we're going to have to see the teams try a little bit harder, use all that loot and their resources they've gathered thus far.
Well, I think they've spent a lot of it scrapping in the middle, so we might find that they both struggle here to do this. Anyway.
There is better loot, though. They're going to be getting better gear, and they're also going to be getting gold coins. So they'll get access to the gold shop, which gives them lots of cool stuff like webbed arrows, TNT, better food, better blocks.
We got Pedguin and we got some fight in the middle.
Look.
OC and Ravs are fighting with Ped. Ped's got so much more health.
OC got to do something.
OC's just got healing. Of course, she's the rogue. She blocks, but Pedguin's going to take her away.
That's the wall
the wall down.
But
Pedguin, the one-man wall defense. OC, you can't be trying to take the wall back.
Lewis, look at this though. Bree, he's got the key. He's about to put it in the lock. Come on, Bree, just get it in there. You're so close. Don't die now.
I have put the key in the dungeon, but I have not turned it, so they don't even know.
But he hasn't turned it.
Interesting.
Interesting.
He's got a right. Okay.
So I think this is a play to potentially. I think he might wait for basically a couple more of his team to come over. Basically, the worst thing in the world is if he opens that dungeon and the blue team come over and start stealing loot. I think he's worried about that. So I think he's going to wait for all of the red team to get over to that dungeon and then they'll open it together.
So Pedguin's still running blocking, which is great. A very smart choice because it means that the red team have to commit a couple of people to
just dealing with him.
To get through to that.
He's really annoying the red team right now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think the problem is if as the red team coming in, if they're not healed to full and not prepared to fight Pedguin, they're gonna lose a 1v2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is the moment that we go into the dungeon and dunk.
All right.
Go now.
All right, good. Yeah.
Should have brought some fucking ladders with me.
I'm gonna go try steal their mega loot.
Yeah, go and pinch it if you can.
Alright, I'm gonna open it.
Are you healed up?
I am not.
Let me loot boy you.
It's open.
Nice. All right.
Loot boy.
Sing us a song, Ben.
We're gonna be the very best.
Yeah.
Like no one ever was.
There we go. Gold dungeons are now open.
So surprisingly close. Obviously, red are still running a wall, but they've got a wall carrier. It's OC. She's going to try it again on her own, and hopefully, she's thinking that the blue team might be distracted.
Yeah.
Although, look at this. Blue team have already lost Xylus and Boba.
Those Vindicators, they are strong.
Pedguin, with his extra health and his resistance, is trying to tank it, but he's taking so much damage.
He is. They've got to just find these spawners. You know, you've got to get these spawners
is coming in to run some interference.
He's stealing loot. He's stealing the loot. He robbed their loot, Lewis. He's going to steal the loot.
In he goes.
I mean, he goes down, but I mean, wow.
And Pedguin died too, though, so worth it. I think Ravs was destroying Pedguin's infrastructure, and he realised that he could have a quick run across to where they were, run a little bit of interference, and then get back to his own spawn,
and then go back to his gold dungeon.
Team.
Yeah,
very good choice. Very good strategic decision making.
Who is this? Bree is already so deep. He's already on the second layer.
I know. He's just cleaved
on his own.
Well,
he's got piglings behind him though.
That's the power.
Careful, Bree. That double jump is really helping him get around. Oh, Bree! He fell into the piglings.
How's he doing this as a ranger? He must have got lucky in that they didn't spawn, or he's managed to kite them around. He's a 1 health.
Bree, he's jumping though. He's using the double jump really, really well.
Oh, I see. That's what's put him up there. Hopefully he's brought food. He has. He's eating.
Take it slow.
It's very dark in there. He's about to get eaten.
I mean, this is a horrible little bit of the corridor. He's actually right next to a spawner.
There we go. He's dead. Well, we expected that. Meanwhile, blue team getting chain killed in their dungeon.
Yeah, not having a nice time.
And the red team are bringing the wool up. The elevator.
They've got to defend OC here. They have to defend it.
Now, of course, blues are very late to realise this. They've sent in Ped and Xylus, but Duncan and Ravs are running interference at ground level. Xylus, though, sneaks around the side.
OC, hold a shield.
And, of course, OC is slower than Xylus on this elevator. And Xylus is gaining on her really quickly.
OC, you got to decide how you're going to deal with this. How are you going to deal with this, OC?
Xylus has got more health. OC is knocked off and down. Xylus snuck in. See, Ped thought, I'm going to just fight the two of them, keep them busy. What they needed to was they needed to defend that elevator.
They needed to
at all
defend
costs.
OC. Yeah, I mean, you only put the wall carrier across when you're ready. And now this could trickle into a disaster because the blue team looks like Ped's going to come over to the gold dungeon.
Look at the chat log, Barry. It's just blue team dying over and over again to these Vindicators. Ben and Boba cannot fight them on their own, it seems like.
So it's worth noting, Vindicators are one of the strongest mobs in this game. They have axes and they disable your shield, so you have to make some kind of play. You've got to either get high ground on them. You know, it's not good enough to just run at them because if there's a group of Vindicators, they're going to slap you down so quickly. So I don't know if blue team, you know, they need to figure out a strategy. It doesn't look like they've got one right now.
Well, it's tough if they're dedicating people to disruption. They're costing themselves potentially progress.
Yep. It's slowing them down
and you have to take those risks. You know, that's part of Race for the Wool. You've got to gamble whether you want to risk, you know, taking time disrupting and giving yourself more breathing room, or just squaring down on progress and letting people, you know, potentially letting the other team get some freebies.
It is like a gamble. You're right. It's that back and forth. You have to kind of accept some losses to try and make some progress.
I do feel bad for OC though, who's climbing up again.
Oh my! I mean, you know, that commitment, that absolute commitment.
Well, she knows the route. She's very familiar with the path they've built through to the top. She can do it the quickest.
You know, Ravs has just spent like a minute destroying loads of blue infrastructure around this monument island. I think they identified this is their problem. They haven't been holding this island well, and they're going to make a far stronger hold this time.
Well, that's Ravs' role too, though. Remember, he's minor, so he does destroy blocks quicker. That's kind of it's kind of useful doing that.
And I think, you know, I think Bree's just saying, I can solo this dungeon. Just give me a minute. I'm the ranger. I can jump around. And I think Bree's confident that he's just going to go forward. He's not going to remove any spawners, but he's going to grab loads of loot for his team. He could really help them in these PvP fights. Interestingly enough, actually, it looks like Duncan and Ravs have said, we're happy with the progress we've made. We're going to start going into the mushroom base. Ravs is on his way in.
Wow. So Ben here, very low hit points from fighting. He's going to heal up slowly. Xylus, though, as the knight is clonking his way through these Vindicators, killing the crossbowmen.
They're doing pretty well. I'm actually impressed now.
They're making progress up this mushroom biome very quickly. And there's some scrapping happening outside. Here we go. Look, Ravs is trying to fight Ped, and actually, it's very close. Ravs is on 3 health. Ped on 1. Pedguin kills him on 1 health.
Oh my
Gets the gold coins from outside the dungeon and goes straight in. And Ravs is mad.
He's mad in chat.
You can tell Ravs is mad because he doesn't realise how low Pedguin was there. And he said he has his shield up.
Axes are also a thing, Ravs. You need to remember.
Axes break shields. So,
axes break shields.
I think that's probably what happened there.
But it's worth noting, both those players, Ravs and Ped, had the protection-free iron armor on. They had that fully enchanted iron armor set, which is really good.
Yeah, they were both very evenly matched. There you go. Pedguin looking in a loot chest, finding swords of greed.
Oh, swords of greed are nice.
3 swords of greed in here still. Sharpness 5. He's just leaving them there.
They're gold. They break quickly. He might, you know, Pedguin is the miner. He lacks inventory space, remember? So he's got less space to carry around loot. So you might be just leaving that, saying, you know, okay, that's not super important, but I'll leave that for a friend. He's up into this witch room. This is awful. But he's going to grab a spawner.
He's already at 12 health. He's poisoned. He's.
This is good, though. He's got a spawner down. He's grabbing some loot. This is progress.
There we go. And now he's dead. And actually, look at that. The witch threw a potion of damage in, and it actually killed both Ped and about 3 other enemies. So it's actually fairly clear in here now.
The witches are scary. You don't, honestly, witches, everyone thinks they're kind of easy in Minecraft, but when you've got multiple of them throwing all of the different potion effects on you, you can be poisoned, you take damage, they're healing. It's really, really hard to kill them.
Ben's doing his best to try and take him down.
Ben, you can't.
They're just going to constantly
get the spawner, Ben. It's right behind you. Please get the spawner.
Well, you know, that's the problem. You've got to make these choices, haven't you? You've got to choose. And he's on his own, but he's doing a good job here.
While we were distracted with Ben, it looks like we've got Pedguin sneaking in behind Bree in the gold dungeon, and OC is finally making way with this wall, and they're in the elevator. This looks good, Lewis. This actually looks good.
Yeah, blue team got cleared out of their dungeon, unfortunately, so those witches are all going to respawn. So they've really made no progress. Whereas OC is finally, very cautiously...
Oh my God, I'm so nervous for Lewis. I've never crossed my fingers so hard in my life.
Well, it doesn't look like any of the blue team have got any disruption.
I'm worried. A straight arrow. Here come the arrows. Here come the arrows from Boba. She has to keep her shield up, Lewis.
Oh my gosh, I could see that one fly by.
Boba is a crack shot. OC, move your... OC, don't walk out of the elevator. Don't walk out of the elevator. OC, not now. My heart can't take it. I'm gonna pass out. Let's please, OC, please.
Oh,
she looks safe. She looks safe enough.
She looks fine.
Okay, we've got in the pirate dungeon. Bree and Pedguin are both running deep. It looks like Bree actually died to a cave spider, and Pedguin is now the deepest person in the Piglin dungeon. And I think he's here to steal loot, Lewis. I think he's here to just rob some resources from the red team.
I'm going.
Is that what's heading in? There we are.
Don't worry, I've got it. Don't you worry.
So as you can see, like, it doesn't feel like the blue team are ahead. I mean, sure, Pedguin, what he's done is crack into the opponent's dungeon, and he doesn't want to kill spawners.
No.
He doesn't really want to give them too much infrastructure and digging, but he does want to steal these chests.
And he wants to go deep.
And there's a chest here in this room.
Find the best stuff.
Does he know where this chest is?
No. Doesn't look like
he does. He's grabbing it.
Oh.
He's opening it. He's blocking it.
He's blocked a
He's blocking it.
I don't know if he meant to do that.
I'm not sure he intended to do that.
I mean, these spiders are destroying him, Lewis.
But he's going to get killed by the spiders because they can climb.
Yeah, they climb as you nerd pole. And also, is he going to die to pufferfish in this water section? This would be embarrassing. You don't want to die to pufferfish, Lewis, on the big camera.
Well, 6 health. He's securing himself up here. He's making a real mess of this room.
Really made it annoying for the opponent.
He's put a lot of blocks in here, and he's probably going to suffocate to death momentarily. Oh no, he's actually doing okay.
Nobody's poisoned. Oh, that chest is filled with good loot, Lewis. He just robbed a lot of gold and a lot of diamonds.
Oh yeah, a lot of gold bucks in there. Oh, that's a disaster.
So Ped's looting all our stuff in our dungeon.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, fucking hell.
I think he just got like a lot of our legit loot.
Look, the red team are all here, and we got Ravs right. He's into the creeper rooms. The creepers are right there.
But there's a lot of creepers up here.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that he's managed to dive this deeply into their dungeon.
And now
he's at full health in this room as well.
The creepers are helping the red team by blowing the way back up that Pedguin's trying to cover. So it looks like Pedguin might go for a play to just hold this, or is he going to go? He's going for loot. He's running.
Diving
the creepers
through
everywhere.
The creepers.
He's missed one chest underneath that staircase. He don't know if he knows about it. It's quite deep right now. He needs to be careful.
That's a chest. He's got into that chest. There's all sorts of stuff in here. Oh
Lots
my
of diamond
gosh.
armor and stuff. He's stealing it all.
Pedguin is doing a ton of damage to the red team by taking all their loot. Because
even more iron armor, protection iron armor.
Because what you do is when you're running through these dungeons, you're clearing them out, right? You're not rushing through to steal the loot. Whereas that's what your opponent can do.
Oh my god.
It's a very smart move.
Yeah, it's a really strong play. But the red team are here now. They've arrived.
They've arrived and they're angry with him, for
They
sure.
are not happy. They need to be careful though. They're low. They've not
Rav's
healed
on
up
5 health. Pedguin's on 5 health. Rav's on 6 health. Pedguin's on 3 health.
Nice,
He's
they're
down.
down. Okay, Ravs needs to not die here.
Ravs is on 5. Bree's on 12.
He got a fair amount of loot. He got 2 sets of iron protection armor from what I saw. So it's bad, but it's not a disaster, Lewis. It's certainly come back.
Yeah.
And you know what? Cut back to the blue side. Not much progress has been made. This room full of witches is the bane of Xylus and Ben's life.
What we got here is we got Ravs building future infrastructure to take the wool. A little route he's building that avoids this gateway.
I love
in the
this.
center island.
I love this so
Now, of course,
much.
he's going to find that he can't build any further
Because it's adventure mode.
You're not allowed to build on the center
But this is
island.
good. You get the tree advantage, and then I like this. This is really nice, though. And they've also got a way up to the top of the ship's mast. This is just, he realizes maybe I'm not doing much. The team can handle this. Let me go do a job for future.
You just want to be maximizing your use of time. And I think that what we see in the race wall is big losses of time. When someone spends a long time getting a wall only to die.
Yeah.
You really want to avoid those huge swingy moments where...
And if you can invest little bits of time and make sure those big losses of time don't happen, it's really worth it.
It's definitely something we saw earlier with OC bringing the wall back. When she died 3 or 4 times with that wall...
She was spending 5 minutes.
Such a loss of energy, right?
She's spending so much time going to grab that wall. It's 20 seconds for her team to group up with her when she does have it and defend her. But here we go, Lewis. Red team into the pirate boss.
Alright, let's go then, is it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, you kind of need to, kite this guy, because he runs fast in the water and we don't.
This is good grouping up again by the red team. We saw 4 of them do the iron dungeon boss, and we're going to see 3 of them do the gold dungeon boss. So it's worth noting on Captain Gok, when he gets to every 1/3 HP, he'll teleport away up to the shop of his ship's mask, and you will have to fight some ads. Here we go. So he's brought his crew along.
Wow, he fires creepers out of those cannons.
He
so
fires
watch out
little
for
creepers.
those.
Yeah, we might see some creepers. Look at his little pigling son, Lewis. You wouldn't kill him. Well, you have to. You do have to kill him.
Do you actually have to kill him?
You have to kill his son, Roger.
Oh my god.
He doesn't attack you.
What a poor lad.
You have to kill Roger. He's quite sneaky, though.
They're staying back, actually. They're quite cautious.
The creepers out of the cannons. They're a bit scared. They get Roger. There's Roger. My son, you killed my son, Roger. Classic writing by the plebs.
Classic Captain Gok.
They need to be careful though. Captain Gok hits really hard, and he disables your shield because he is a pigling brute.
Shield does nothing.
Duncan!
Is it a fake shield?
What was that?
I think he got himself caught in a corner. He wasn't
Also,
thinking.
it's deceiving because Captain Gok actually has. Oh no! Here come the real crew.
Uh-oh. Wow, they just pirated boating out. Cross, they just destroyed
run!
Green. And now they're going to kill OC. Disaster.
You don't mess with Captain Gok's crew. They're now suffocating themselves.
Meanwhile, while this is all happening, Ravs has infiltrated the Blue Dungeon, killed a lot of infrastructure, and is now battling Pedguin at the top of this dungeon. See, these two are both very well armored, very well geared,
yeah,
with a lot of regen.
Ravs is actually winning somehow. Oh my god,
He's sort of trapped Pedguin in the dark corner here, and Pedguin can't fight this.
This is a great play by Ravs. I'm amazed.
Oh, it's close. Pedguin's on 2 health.
Ravs did
down.
it. Pedguin had full diamond, and Ravs managed to defeat
I think this is going to do a lot of work for Ravs' psychology, right? Because when you fall behind in a game, it's really tough. You know, OC losing the wall over and over again, and now suddenly Ravs has turned the tables, and he's the one interfering with Ped. Ped came into the red dungeon, took a lot of loot, but now Ravs has done the same.
As the kind of defender, he gets to kind of decide the pace of the game now if he wants to. He can hold the top of this water section really easily. All he needs to do is just block it off, and mining in water is really hard. Here we go. I think he's going to do it. Yeah. I love this. I think this is exactly what his team needs. He needs to just hold this water section and not just say no more progress is going to be made on this mushroom biome, because his team is in. They're nearly done with Captain Gok. They're nearly back up there. So I love this. I mean, this is actually potentially a game-winning play by Ravs.
Well, Ravs did so much damage to the infrastructure on the way up. He took out so many blocks, so many ladders.
Look how much time now.
It means that blue team have to completely rebuild to get back up the top here. And when they do get back up to the top, they're going to find that Ravs is waiting for them with good gear and an axe.
I think he's run out of blocks. Ravs, okay, this is it. This is where he's going to hold.
Well, he's gonna spot these two guys coming in, and he's gonna try and suffocate them in the water.
Yeah, they've got these magma blocks. They can get their air back on, but this is awkward. This is really awkward for them.
And up they are.
Here they are.
They're in. Oh, and look at this. Silas and Ped are not taking this.
No, they
down.
don't like this.
This is exactly what they needed to do. Overwhelm him with multiple players. Ravs is getting pushed back. He's gonna go down. But
these boys team a little bit of time though. This is good.
Yeah,
they slowed them down.
I think Ravs will be disappointed with that. I think he felt like he could have got more out of it.
It was a good opportunity. It was hard. It's, you know, if he had a stack of blocks, you know, it shows again being unprepared is very, very punishing. If he had blocks there, he could have just blocked it up so quickly. Instead, he was having to gather wood and stuff from around, and yeah, I don't know. He needed to be a little bit more.
I don't think he expected to end up where he was. I think he just thought, I'm going to go in, I'm going to destroy a couple of ladders, I'm going to get killed by them. I don't think he ended up thinking I'm going to be in the boss room.
Yeah, I think I don't think he quite had a plan, to be honest.
He didn't really, no. And so now they're going to take the boss because all four of their team are rapidly approaching this boss room. I think we'll find that Ped and Silas will just go straight in because they're the best geared, very tanky boys.
Here we go, yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's go. I'm here.
My gosh, it's really just a trial to get through to this boss.
The poison sucks, man.
Yes, it does.
Oh, fucking hell. Why does the shield do nothing?
It's alright.
Kite him.
You can't, you're in the water.
I've done it. You can do it.
It's alright. He's nearly...
There we go, he's dead.
Hey, nice one.
So we should have 3 obsidian coins?
We should have 3 in total, yeah.
She's almost dead.
I'll grab the wool. I want to try a new strategy.
Got it.
So that's it. They got the obsidian coins, they got the key, and they've got the wool, which they all need to bring out. This is it.
Let's see who carries it.
Yeah,
it's gonna be Pedguin. Looks like Pedguin's picking up this wool.
He's the tanky boy.
Feels like he's the new wool carrier.
Interestingly enough, it looks like the red team, while we were distracted by that, have also done Captain Gokless and are already halfway out with their wool.
You are joking me. I didn't even notice that.
This is close. They have got to... You know what, Lewis? I think I'd like to see one of the blue players maybe just respawn and try and attack from a different angle.
Well, this is what they should do, but they don't realise it.
No.
They're running through the tower with Pedguin.
They're going to see in 1 minute
they should be suiciding if they can.
Lewis, this might be a free wool. This might be a free wool for the red team.
I think red team have
huge applause for red team. This is crazy.
Swung back.
Bank that wool. Bank that wool. Bank it. Bank it. Bank it.
Don't fall.
Yeah, the wool's already. We're already safe.
It's banked.
Bank.
All right, then they're going to get a free hand in.
Yeah.
Unless Ben can stop them.
No, I'm not even out of our dungeon yet.
Actually, Bob, if you just want to Bob, I'm gonna kill you. Maybe you can
Okay,
snipe
kill
him.
me. Kill me.
Maybe
Kill
you
me.
can snipe
Kill
him.
me.
And then we go. Boba was slain by Xylus. It's too slow. It's too slow. They've got it. I mean, this is great. This is game winning. This is honestly game winning.
Bam.
2 wool down, 1 wool to go, Lewis, for
That's
the red
it.
team. That is it. I mean, this could be really, really big for the red team. If they can hold this defense, then blue team are going to have a horrible time. They have to get the wool back out of that dungeon again. That's going to take them time. I mean...
What the heck is Pedguin doing?
They're levitating arrows. They're using levitating arrows. He's firing levitating arrows on himself to go high. And I guess he's going to try and go to the monument?
He's going to just fly up? What kind of plays are these, Barry?
I mean... I'm not going to lie, Lewis. Pedguin has played a lot with my plebs, and we've developed quite a few strategies that I wouldn't describe are usual. Pedguin's now going to take a perch on a mushroom, I guess. Or
This is just about allowed.
Lewis, I'm not going to lie. I think he's going to die to full damage. I don't know if I like this play.
Well, you know, Pedguin knows what he's doing.
I am on top of the map. Okay, it's fine. I'm just going to rain some arrows from above.
He's obviously concerned that the red team are very strongly defending the wall monument, which is what they are doing. But by him delaying, he's let them reinforce it, right?
And he's given them more time to get this key out, Lewis, for the diamond
Because Duncan
dungeon.
was dead. There was only OC defending. And Duncan's dead again now. And Pedguin is just miles away.
They can't capitalize on any of these kills that this team's working really hard to get. He's now going for the run over, but his levitating arrow isn't going to last. He's going to have to do it again. He's going to die to full damage. I'm not...
This is a real
Oh, no, he's going
gamble.
for the flag. Can he land on the flag?
This is a play. So what? He's done a sprint run up and
This is a lot of full damage, Lewis. I don't know about this.
Crunch. He's dead.
What a mind-blowing play.
An ambitious play. He didn't even
That
need
does get
to.
one Lamau from me, Lewis. I gotta do it. I'm sorry. I'm only human. I have got a Lamau at that one.
Well, listen. If he'd been able to double jump or something,
If he could have pulled that play off, Lewis, I would have eaten my hat. It would have been mind-blowing.
I think he was so scared that the red team had a full defense that he didn't want to have to deal with fighting through it.
Yeah.
And the team didn't have the key. They didn't have an alternative. They couldn't open the other dungeon.
You know what they do though? Actually, Ben has snuck the key out, and he's right by the diamond. Oh my god, I'm so worried about him falling in these gaps, Lewis. I'm so nervous.
There we go. Look, he
Nice,
filled
he's
in.
doing it. Okay.
And now he's like, how do I use this?
Ben key lock? Question mark? Mushroom key taken by Ben. Here we go.
There we go. In
Now
it goes.
He's put it in, but he hasn't opened it. I like this strategy
turned
that
it.
the team uses because they know that you can put the key in, and now if you die with it, it doesn't matter. It's in the lock. But now they don't. The other team might not realize that their diamond dungeon is open. That diamond dungeon couldn't be open now. It's a very weird play. I like it. It's an interesting play.
I've got the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, just defend that tower now.
Let's just start with we can just open the first floor and get the loot ourselves right now. Fuck! Oh no, I fell down. There was a hole there that I did not see.
Yeah, there's a few holes. Good
A 1 square hole.
No!
I mean, they're gonna come to you guys. They're gonna open our diamond one.
There we go. Ben didn't want to live in the same world as the Ice Cube.
That was only a matter of time, wasn't it?
It was only a matter of time.
Didn't want to live in the same world as Ice Cube. I don't either sometimes.
Sometimes I don't, Lewis. I wonder if the red team realised this, because they could just give up on getting their key. If a diamond dungeon is now going to open, they don't need to waste any time getting a key.
They don't. They can fight over it, and that's the beautiful thing. Is this is the ice dungeon is equally far away from both players' spawn.
True.
So for the first 2 dungeons, the defending team has an advantage because they have to run a lot less far to get back.
Yep.
For the iron dungeon, for the gold dungeon, they're going to be to the left and right of your spawn. But on the map, both the diamond dungeons are equally distant. They're at the corners. And since the blue team here has chosen to open the ice dungeon, the other team, looks like the red team, are going to commit to building infrastructure to get across.
There we go. The ice palace is open.
Oh my god, there's so many boinks.
I know. I'm gonna just walk past.
Just try to take as much shit from the chest as you can.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Fuck! I'm trapped. I'm trapped by these fucking boinky boys.
Alright, let's go
do
there.
this.
Ice
Right,
dungeon.
Bree, we need good infrastructure to get to the ice dungeon.
I'd like to see a little bit of a defense effort from the red team, but no one's there. Where
I
are
feel
they?
like red have got an opportunity here because I think red thought, blue team, they're just going to go and open the dungeon. They're going to make progress. Because blue team are behind, right? They're a wall behind. Pedguin needs to put it in.
Everyone in red team is in their base, Lewis. No one's even running towards the monument right now.
Wait, Pegwood's get to the middle
Yeah, we're leaving him. We're leaving him.
with the wall. You think?
Can you stop him right now?
You want to try and stop
Wait,
him?
has he got a wool? Get him.
He's already halfway up the tower.
Oh.
Do you need any help?
Well, I don't know if they'll be able to get to you still.
This is a big mistake by Red, right? Because Red
Huge,
are committing.
huge mistake.
They've forgotten that they have this advantage.
All this time they spent building defenses.
And they're going to throw this advantage away because this suddenly puts, blue team back in front.
I mean, yeah, I really dislike this by Red. I don't know why they haven't defended. I'd love to, if there was a choice bit of comms that we could listen to right now, Lewis, it would be great if they edited it in right now.
Why don't we stop? Why weren't we stopping him?
I have no idea why we didn't stop him. Now that I think about
it. Duncan is actually here now. Duncan's here at the elevator, but Ped's already at the top.
All right, go.
Hey,
Very
good
nice.
job.
You the best.
One wool remaining to win.
So, yeah, Red team have got to make a decision. They've got to decide whether they're going to fight Blue team for the ice or whether they're going to try and race Blue team with arguably the hard dungeon. The Red dungeon can be a little bit more tricky.
It's got, innately having more fire stuff sucks. A lot of people don't like being on fire in Minecraft, and that just puts people off. And it is annoying. It does hurt. But I think actually, if you're good, the fire dungeon can be completed far quicker than the ice dungeon can be.
I'll just fight these guys trying to come to our dungeon.
I've got a fire protection 4 enchanted book, by the way, and a crossbow with multi-shot.
Ooh, well, Osie's got a fire axe, so that's pretty handy.
See you later, Ravs.
Ped just knocked Ravs off. Very well played. Got shot by Bree, but did a lot of work. Boba, what I would like to see from Boba is what she's doing now. She's actually building across to this tower. It's guard tower, which has got some loot in it, but she can then use that guard tower as a defense. However, Bree might well ambush her here and knock her off.
Boba!
Oh my god, she got hit by a levitation arrow.
She's flying.
So actually, she's going to probably die of the full damage here.
Oh, but she gets Bree as a trade.
Bree as a trade.
If she can land on this little spire, she might be okay.
Oh, no. There you go.
And there's Boba dead. You can go now. But there's somebody in front of you.
No, it's only Ben.
Yeah, there he goes. You've got time to make a bridge now if you can.
We got a lot of wipes here. In fact, Blue team and Red team have been working so hard to kind of get their team together and secure infrastructure that what we've ended up with is all 4 of Red team are outside the ice tower, but need the infrastructure to break in, whereas all of Blue team are miles from the tower and running back.
We've got Pedguin solo running in. He's going to try and hold the first vertical ascent, it looks like.
Except Pedguin, yeah.
Do you know what, Lewis? I don't think I've seen what the teams have spent their 2 obsidian bucks they got from the gold dungeon on. And I wonder if we've got a sneaky weapon hiding in someone's inventory. I wonder if we've got a starburst or a fully automatic crossbow or a magic wand, or I think there might be something up someone's sleeve that we haven't seen just yet.
I wonder what they've chosen. There's all sorts of really cool stuff. TNT arrows.
Yeah, you can get some powerful items.
And of course the knockback immunity, which is really a big one. I think that would be my choice.
I mean, that would have made the first wall return far easier for both teams. They kind of struggled with getting knocked back with fishing rods.
As you can see now, looks like Red team have arrived.
I like this. Move as a team. They understand Pedguin's hard to fight, so they've got to move as an entire
unit. And they're doing
it
great. Ravs and Bree's destroyed the infrastructure, and he's staying outside because he's the ranger. He's going to make it difficult for Blue team to recapture the ice island. Pedguin's the only one in the ice tower, and the 3 Red team are already in the bottom.
What I really want to see them do is just move as a unit when they go to fight him. They no more of this, just go and send one person at a time. This isn't okay, you can't be getting picked off, guys.
Took one down, and now he's going to have the high ground advantage on Ravs, who's trying to chop him, but Ravs is sort of feeling like he's got to put a block down.
I mean, OC, you need to get in there with Ravs.
here as well, getting shot by
levitation arrows.
A couple of strong hits on OC. Look, she's trapped in the corner now, but Ravs is coming in.
There we go, Ravs is ready now. Everyone's levitating. Everyone gets to fly today, Lewis.
Everyone's levitating, but Ravs has got an axe, and he's not going to take any shit from Ped.
No.
Ped's
they're all
actually
pretty
doing
low.
fine. Pedguin's at 15 health.
But here come the slimes, though. Slimes behind.
Ravs and OC coming in to try and take Pedguin down.
Ooh.
Ravs.
OC needs to use an axe. She needs to use an axe.
OC's down.
Oh my God.
Pedguin, great defense.
Go to your own dungeon, angry face.
Lewis, looks like someone is actually up at the obsidian vendor right now. Xylus is spending some obsidian bucks. I wonder what he's buying.
Just get everyone flower petals.
I can only get 2 blood petals.
That's all right.
Yeah, you get 2.
Just you guys have them. It's fine.
So there's a couple of good items in the obsidian shop. There's powerful shields.
Really good shields, which are really good at versus the fully automatic crossbow that people can buy. Also, Starburst, very strong. A small note on Starburst: you can buy more ammo for it. So it doesn't have it doesn't fire normal arrows. It fires arrows of harming, which you can buy from the diamond shop,
right,
in spawn. So teams might choose to go for that and just continually reload it on more arrows. So there's got some decisions to think about.
It's
there,
a very powerful defensive weapon to stop people coming down a corridor or to get people who are trying to push across a small bridge.
And if people don't have the powerful shields you can buy from the Obsidian shop, you melt their shields if they're trying to block your arrows.
Oh, Pedguin again taking down 2 red players, securing the dungeon for himself and taunting the red team.
Lewis, in this game mode, I can't believe it.
So that was a big swing because blue team got wiped out, and
it is a big swing.
And Ravs is like,
and Ben is here. Ben is playing aggressive from. Lewis, this is not what I expected from Ben's first game. He's at their spawn. He's destroying their bridges.
What do you mean?
He's at the red player's spawn.
Ben's running disruption.
Ben is
the loot boy.
He's running disruption as the loot. It's the most heroic effort I've ever seen in my life. I love it.
Duncan coming in behind him. Loot boy versus loot boy. Knocks him off the edge.
The old do-si-do.
But look at that. Boys. Duncan nearly died on that fall.
But how much time? That was a good amount of time Ben just bought his team.
Which is important because Pedguin needs to get the blue team together. They've been taking losses.
Yeah, and they need to they also need to make some progress in this dungeon.
I wonder what the strategy here is, because of course there's the other diamond dungeon full of loot. But it's going to be a lot of work to grab the key, open it up, and crack it open.
I wouldn't hate a single red player going to grab the key, sneaking off, sneaky sneak, go grab the key and open that dungeon, because suddenly that changes the game.
Do you think this is, we keep pushing here? Do you think this is...
I think so.
Or should we give it a crack at the other?
I think if we stop... We haven't even got the key, though, for the other one.
Ozzy, if you want, you could go get the key. We could open up the fire dungeon and we could try blitz the fire dungeon.
Even if we just get something from there, might be worth it. So let me...
That is a huge time investment,
Not if we're holding 2 of them back and pushing their dungeon, she go get the key. We don't really lose much.
Oh, she wants to go get the key. Yeah, okay. I mean, whatever happens now, I can't go into the diamond dungeon by myself.
Go help Ozzy. Go help Ozzy.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm coming to do infrastructure for Ozzy then.
You know what, Lewis? Ozzy is making a play for the diamond key. She's up in the top of the picking down. She needs to be really careful. There are still mobs up here that are really dangerous. But I love this. I love this from the red team. Sneak someone off. Why not just take a little peek?
Oh my god, there's creepers in here? Are you kidding me? Ah! Oh my god. Alright, don't be alarmed at all the explosions.
There you go. Look, she's getting through.
She's doing it. The creepers are kind of helping. it's kind of funny. The creepers are helping. She needs to be careful, though. Creeper!
Good job.
That brute. She needs to kill that brute.
Although she got hit to 11 hearts there.
Yeah, brutes are very strong. OC, you need to be careful, OC. OC, just don't stop clicking, OC. Just don't stop clicking.
This is so much cutting, so much monsters for her to kill.
I mean, if she...
I respect the bravery of this girl.
Oh,
one
OC,
hit.
Get back,
one hit, it took her 7 hearts.
Oh, no, she doesn't see behind her. Behind her.
Oh, no.
Alright, I'm dead.
Yeah, leave the key to me. I'm going to go get the key.
Okay, right. Let me try and help get some infrastructure in place then.
Okay, I can see that. I can see another spawner. I'm gonna go for it.
Go for it. Go for it, girlfriend.
Okay, one down.
Okay, is anyone here with me for the puzzle?
I am here.
I see you. Go do the puzzle. I'll deal with the boinks.
In these last couple of dungeons, there are a couple of these puzzles. So in the ice dungeon, you have this slidey ice puzzle. And so there's this obsidian block, and you need to push it like the old school Zelda puzzles.
It's worth noting that when they go into these puzzle rooms, they go into adventure mode. Just like they go on the main island and just like in the boss rooms. You're in adventure mode, so you can't build or break blocks. So they can't break the spawner, they can't try and cheat the puzzle, and they can't progress until this puzzle is completed and they stop being in adventure mode. So it is hard. And it makes also defending these puzzle rooms while you're trying to complete them with your team really hard.
Ben's doing it wrong. Ben's putting it back to where it was.
How close are you, Bon? Willing sick of these boinky boys.
Just pushing. I just keep pushing and I don't stop pushing.
I'm getting pounded here. It's like a Chuck Tingle novel.
The spawner's gone though. It's cool.
Yeah. But there's still spawned like 19 of these guys.
I've got the key.
This is the play. I love it. Bree, get this key out, get it in the fire dungeon, and let's get it unlocked and get your team progressing.
This would be a real play if they can pull this off.
Just let them open it. Yeah, like genuinely let them open it. Like there's no point.
Because we want them to stay away from us. Like
yeah, like actually let them
we're
open it.
so close, yeah.
There's so many fucking wither skeletons. What the hell?
Ben is not in a happy position right now. He's very sad.
Ravs is going to get a drop on him, I think, here, if he's careful.
Oh, knocks him down.
The Ben is in a disastrous location. He's managed to sandwich himself, hide himself behind all the skeletons.
They just swapped positions. they just swapped. Ravs is running deeper and Ben's retreating.
How you doing, Bree?
At the entrance now.
Where did he come from? Alright, Bree. Let's do it. We're going in.
Hey! Bring it on, Death.
So, red team, Ozzy, Duncan, they're all on fire. Ozzy's looking like she might die to this fire if she's not careful. Duncan's taking down blazes as they move in.
He's doing good.
The Loot Boy, very helpful here to heal up this fire damage. Duncan doing well to stick with Ozzy and heal her up.
What I'm thinking about, Lewis, is are they here to think we're going to get the wool from the fire dungeon? Or are they just thinking, we just want to grab some loot and then go back to the ice dungeon?
Well, I think that's what I would be thinking. I'd be thinking, let's get some loot, because we can't contest this blue dungeon. Let's get some loot, and then when they finish the blue dungeon...
We'll go in and we'll steal it.
We'll stop them, we'll break their wool attack, we'll take their wool, and we'll win from there. And it's a bit of a Hail Mary.
Yeah, I like that.
Ravs is almost here, by the way.
It's alright, we've done it. We've done it.
Oh, wait. Get that spawner.
Check
Got
this
the
shit
spawner.
out.
We need to stop Ravs as well.
Okay,
by
we'll
the way.
spawn up. Like, just block up the chute for now.
That's that one done. So that's 2 layers done now. There's 3 puzzle layers in the ice tower.
Yeah.
There's only 2 puzzle layers in the fire tower, but the fire puzzles are a little bit harder.
So we can see the red team are making progress on it now. So it's these obsidian blocks that are invisible, and you have to have a red team player or one of your team players go above up into this secret dimension above and reveal the path you can walk on. So you can see that they're having to look directly upwards. So someone can really get the drop on them right now if one of the blue players came over. But it looks like they're going to be pretty uncontested.
Looks like the blue team are currently running the 4 team members, all of them alive in the tower, and they've actually... I just saw Boba seal up the way behind them.
Oh, interesting.
And now Ravs is cutting through. It looks like Boba and Xylus know he's there, and they want to make sure he doesn't get any progress. So they're kind of damaging their own infrastructure to keep him at bay.
I mean, this is a sad time for Ravs. How do you get through here? How do you fight upwards
Even
into
so,
water?
you've got to think, if Ravs is just taking up 2 of their players' time...
Yeah.
That's
he's doing. I mean, he's doing really well at running this offense. I'm very impressed.
One harasser, if you take out 2 of their players, or at least distract 2 of their players for long enough.
He needs to be careful though. Boba hits very strongly with this bow. Someone take too many arrows, she might just get him. Yeah, he's already half HP.
So I heard earlier that Bree dropped his bow.
Bree accidentally fumbled one of the strongest bows in the game. From the end of the iron dungeon, you get a punch 1 bow, which for those who don't know, and they're not super familiar with bow enchantments, which I don't expect everyone to be, punch is the same as knockback. So when you hit someone with an arrow, it will fly them back a series of blocks. And unfortunately, Bree dropped his punch bow, and Boba picked it up. From ranger to ranger, they've exchanged, and now Boba has 2 punch bows.
Yeah,
and
what she did was she combined them on an anvil and it gave her punch 2.
Which is so strong. And I think that's what we were seeing when she was defending outside the ice dungeon.
Yeah, I think that's why because that's the knockback there. You see it on Ravs.
It's
so impactful.
It's a 6-block knockback if she hits them at full power. Here comes the Starburst, Ravs! Oh my god, that's the reveal of the power item.
Wow.
The full auto. Ravs just says, I've had enough. Screw this little game.
So Boba didn't expect that at all.
No.
I guess she didn't tell her team because they didn't. She thought she could handle him on her own. And what that's left them. You know, sure, they've made progress with the 3 of them.
But now you're scared. Ravs is coming behind you.
But now you have to dedicate another team member to protect yourself from Ravs.
This is scary. It's worth noting the Starburst fires arrows of harming, which ignore armor. They just deal straight heart damage. So even if you're really geared, this is kind of the perfect catch-up item for Ravs right now. Because they all have diamond armor. He doesn't care. He's going to shred through it.
Red team pushing their way through this lava-infested hellhole that is the red dungeon.
They're doing well. They're moving to the unit and no one's died yet. So I'd count that as actually a success.
Yeah, and looks like they're past one of the puzzle rooms as well.
Yeah, they did that well, and this is renowned for being the hardest layer in the fire dungeon, this snaking lava corridor. So if they can make it past here, it's kind of home dry, and you can just run the rest of it.
Yeah, they got one more puzzle room to do.
Yup, and then it's happened to the kind of blaze area, which really isn't too hard, and then a little bit of Wither Fortress, and then you're there. It's really easy.
Yep. But meanwhile, the 3 members of Blue Team are still working on this 3rd puzzle level, and Ravs is coming to get them.
Here he comes with this starburst. He needs to be so careful with how he uses it. It is expensive, but he's ready. Look, he's locked and loaded, Lewis.
Bam, he's opening up on Pedguin. Pedguin's trying to knock him back, and Pedguin's shielding
Holding
him.
the shield.
But Ravs run out of arrows on it, and Pedguin's just chasing him
Pedguin's just
down.
all over him. Doesn't even get a chance to use the crossbow.
Oh my god!
So aggressive.
I think Pedguin was so ready for that to happen.
I really like that. It was good team play by Blue. They
And all 3 of them rushed him. They
all 3.
didn't give him a chance.
It's exactly how you need to do it. And look, now they're perfectly set up. You've got 3 team members. You've got a really easy puzzle. Look at this. Nice and open. This is great. And Lewis, once they complete this puzzle, this is it. They're through to the boss.
Can we just give Ravs a round of applause for bothering us so much?
Yeah, well done, Ravs.
Yeah! Woo!
All right, we're nearly there. We're nearly there, Bree. There you go.
Hey, we done it. That was really quick. Oh my god, we're done. Complete. Bam.
I think I nearly got it, guys. I think I figured it out, guys. I figured it out. Look,
You did it, Silas.
we're gonna finish it. We're gonna finish the puzzle here.
Yay!
Oh my gosh. Gold star.
Get that thing.
Blue team, they're here, Lewis. They're going into Queen Slushy. Here we go.
Oh shit!
A little bit of a different boss. It's one of the diamond bosses, so it's considerably harder than anything we've seen before. First thing that's important to note is you can't hit Slushy with range damage. She doesn't take range damage. You have to melee her. And she has 2 archers defending her that have knockback. And remember, this is adventure mode, so you can't build any blocks. So every time they go in and they get knocked down into this horrible mix of fire and wither roses, you're going to take so much damage. So we're going to see the team slowly try and just eke her down, jump back into the little arena and fight her. It's not an easy boss to do.
I'm trying to get where you guys back, but I don't know how to get out. How the fuck do you get back out?
I'm in. Okay, Ped, I'm pulling her away from the door.
No, I think the door is the strat, actually.
There's another sharpness 3 sword here for somebody.
I've already got one, so.
Diamond axe.
The boots, I guess, and the axe. Well, what's better, Ackerman or this? Nah, Ackerman's pretty better.
I think the red team are feeling a little bit despaired at the moment.
A little bit demoralised.
Yeah.
But Pedguin slapping Slushy down. Honestly, he's got a strategy. It's clearly not, from everything we've seen, not Pedguin's first rodeo. He's got a way of killing Slushy, and it seems pretty effective. And I guess this is going to be it. Do we think Blue Team have a strategy for getting this wool out? Do we think they're ready?
Oh shit, Silas is down. Pedguin's going to take over. Full netherite, still gets squashed by Queen Slushy. And Pedguin's getting squashed as well, and he's going to get knocked into the wither.
But Pedguin's be careful, he's very low.
Oh my gosh, Pedguin, that was so dangerous, you fool.
If he'd choked that, remember, Boba can't do this boss. This would have dragged this game out for years. He needs to heal. He needs to just heal. You don't choke now,
No, but look how low she is.
You don't choke now. Come on,
Come on, a couple more hits.
Also remember, this is 3 obsidian bucks going to the blue team.
Oh, he's going to get her. That's it, she's down.
There we go.
There's the big obsidian coin.
Look at them. Tasty, tasty, tasty.
He's got to dump something out of his inventory to do it. There you go.
And then he's going to take a little prize seat on the throne.
He's going to take on the throne, then he's going to go get the wool, which is down there.
Down there, but there you go.
And Pedguin's going to take it. And it's going to trigger a warning to the other team. Let's see how the other team react.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Yeah, we need to go and defend.
Right.
Yep.
We could do it.
Yep.
What do we think this final defense looks like? We've got Starburst, we've got Ravs with that fully automatic crossbow.
I wonder how you would do this. It's such a risky play to gamble on the other team getting the wool first and then you taking it.
It's going to be really hard. They've got a lot of work to do. They have to kill the wool carrier. Bear in mind, all of their team is in full netherite. That's not going to be easy. Once they kill the wool carrier, they have to work their way all the way through the dungeon again, which is going to take time. The other team could be doing stuff in that time, re-gearing, getting more loot. Then they have to work the wool all the way back out into the monument. They've got like 3 really hard jobs. And the other team, they only have 1, Lewis, and that's just return the wool. I mean, Boba is scary with that bow. Here comes Ped. He's coming through the main doorway, Lewis, and These could be the final moments of the game.
Gotta avoid getting punched by random bows.
I'll go first. I'll go first. I'll go first.
I'm dying. Why am I... What is happening?
It's okay, you can die. That might be quicker.
Someone go up top, please.
Yeah.
Probably Bree.
All right, yeah, Bree, get up. Get up there, Bree.
Because I think they might go for the levy play.
Oh.
Yeah, I see. If they do that, I'll just levitate them up even higher.
Yeah. What are they gonna do? Fall to their deaths like nerds?
Do you reckon we're going to see Pedwin go for one of his fruity levitation strats?
I think he's going to play it safe.
I think there's too much to play for.
This is exactly what they're doing, right? Though they're moving as a team.
Yep, no risk. Like this is just you got to do it plain and simple. Play safe. Keep Pedwin at the back. Keep him healed. Everyone else go forward and start making progress.
Looks like blue team are actually going back to their spawn.
They might be doing a final bit of regearing.
To just finish up the gear up.
You know, at this point, you want to spend
those coins.
Spend all the coins, get as many arrows. It's good to note TNT being fired into the opposing team's spawn.
What the fuck is
from
that?
Bree.
TNT arrows. That's a bit cheeky.
What did you do?
What'd you do?
I just sent TNT arrows into their base by accident. I thought I was using regular arrows. Whoops.
He apologises. Looks like no damage was actually done.
It's worth noting you only get 60 seconds in your spawn with the wool to stop spawn camping. So he's got to make what he wants and get out.
Okay, looks like they're leaving the spawn. They're running into opponents immediately.
Yeah, this is some good defense by
Boba
Red
and
Team.
Xylus laying down some covering fire. It just sort of, this is the exchange of gunfire to start.
And these TNT arrows from Bree from the side, all the way on the monument island, like artillery, Lewis.
Oh,
just pinging them in.
Osi fell. Ben
Jeez.
almost got caught by a TNT arrow there as well.
Oh,
Look at this.
So
These are
geared.
raining down.
Look at Xylus and full Neverite versus Duncan. What are you doing?
I got Duncan. Duncan is dead.
All right, Bree's at the top. We need to kill Bree.
Pedwin's running in. He is on fire. He has got caught by a fiery Rav's arrow. Pedwin's shooting fire arrows back.
Rav's, I like this position on top of the snake statue. This is
Rav's got knocked off with a levitation.
Oh,
good shot. Osi's gotten knocked out.
Somebody is beneath me.
Yeah, I'm going up in the tower. I'm gonna stop him.
Pedwin's sneaking around the side. He's like taking this opportunity to just run for it.
I mean, this is the
Bit
run.
of a gamble, but look, he's doing it.
They need to react. Red Team needs to react to this right now, Lewis.
Well, they are. And they've got Duncan.
TNT arrowing onto the center island. He doesn't know TNT is not allowed. That's a no. I wag my finger at you, Duncan. No TNT on the center island.
Pedwin's just going to take Duncan out. He's like, I'm not going to get harassed by this.
He's not standing for any of this.
He just takes him down. Ravs has fallen. I think this might be it.
Okay, go. This is our chance.
Who's at the top?
Bree, it's all on you. You're holding the elevator. Bree in a dream.
Oh, there's not much left. Bree's
out. Red Team wiped. Lewis,
go.
This could be it. I mean, it's worth noting Pedwin moves slowly up this elevator. Red Team probably get one final assault, and then this is going to be it.
One final. Well, it's got to be a Hail Mary shot. They're coming in. The Hail Mary shots are coming in.
They're dreaming, Lewis, dreaming of hitting Pedwin, but he's got that shield. He's got that Neverite. I don't think he's
Looks
going to
like
go
Ben's
down
trying to
so
body
easily.
block as well.
I took a bullet for you, repent!
Oh, Ben, my hero.
Ravs is trying to get past.
Just scrambling. Anything, Lewis. Anything to try and stop that wool return.
But it's going to happen. Pedwin's about to get to the level, and that is 3 wolves. What a game. What an amazing game, Barry.
Wonderful
victory for
back
the
and
blue
forth.
team. Well done to Ben and Boba. Well done to Pedwin and Xylus.
And to commiserations to the red team. Really well fought.
To Bree and Duncan and Ozzy and Ravs. Honestly, they had a few moments where they were ahead in this game.
Man, that was an incredible game of Capture the Wool. I'm really, really happy with that.
That was a great game. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me, Barry, in commentating this very first Yogscast Capture the Wool. Hopefully there will be more with other teams, other exciting events, other classes. Let us know if you enjoyed this. Give us a little like or something. I don't know. Whatever they do on YouTube these days.
Whatever you do.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.